1 Samuel 12 and 14. If you will fear the Lord Yahweh and serve him and obey his voice and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord Yahweh, then shall both ye and also the king that reigneth over you continue following the Lord Yahweh your power. But if you will not obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh, but rebel against the commandment of the Lord Yahweh, then shall the hand of Yahweh be against you as it was against your fathers. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations unto the hopeful elect. You are doing the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai in truth and in sincerity. So I brought this out because you have these jakes that don't know why things happen, man. They don't understand why things happen to them or a fellow Israelite, one of the family members, somebody close to them. And it's because they don't obey the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which it goes back, it goes back unto the curses, man. Where it read up to about the 15th verse about all the blessings that we will get if we listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and then transgress against his word. All right. And then from 16 on down, it read if we disobey, all the things that will happen. Okay, so when tragic death happens, or when somebody's hit with an unfortunate situation, all you have to do is go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and and read it through, and you'll understand, man. But Jake being ignorant, willingly ignorant, don't understand it, man. They choose rather not to read, and that's one device of the so-called white man, is if you don't want Jake to find anything out, put it in the book, man. Because most Jakes don't read books, man. You do have a few here and there that are book smart, very intellectual, can break down certain things based off of reading. But then you have the majority, the masses of Israel, who don't read books, man. They just go off of what they heard, or they read they maybe read a short passage, or maybe watched the news, the bullshit news, and they go off of that, man. But hey, the point that I'm getting to is this is exactly why things happen to you, man. All right. And this is the perfect flip side of it too, man. Because if you obey the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it tells you in verse 14, it says you and your kings will continue to follow the Lord. All right. And this is a perfect example here. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, the 2nd chapter and the 10th verse. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You go back to Moses. Okay, you go to Noah, who they had great faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They obeyed his word. Okay, they didn't transgress against his will, man. And you see what happened to them. They were renowned men. Joshua. All these different prophets that you have that obeyed the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They obeyed the commandment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and that got us to where we're at now, man. All right. The Most High doesn't let people down that call upon him and that fear him, that respect him, that obey him. All right. That's plain and simple. That's always how it works. It tells you that the things written aforetime were written for our learning. The mannerisms of these different men, of Ezra's, the Maccabees, okay? All these different men that obeyed the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they were lifted up, man. All right? Then you had certain men that didn't listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and you see what happened to them, man? They were put to death. Or something, they were cast out of the congregation. All right? And it says, For the Lord, reading on in Sirach, it says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in times of affliction. All right. So that's all I want to get to that. Now I want to get this here in the same book of 1 Samuel. Matter of fact, the 15th chapter, and I believe somewhere around the 19th or the 20th verse. All right. Salakia. Yeah, Satan right there. All right, so Salakia for that. This is 1 Samuel. Yeah. 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22. It says, and Samuel said, hath the Lord Yahweh as great delight, hath the Lord Yahweh great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. All right, so let me get into this real quick. I just want to get this word obey for edification's sake. All right, matter of fact, I'm going to get it on a different. So this is the word obey, okay? And the word obey is the Hebrew word shamai. All right, shamai, which says to hear, listen to, obey, to hear, perceive by ear, to hear of, or concerning, okay, to understand, to be regarded, okay, to make proclamation, summon. So it's better to take heed and listen, give consent to yield. That's what it's about, to yield, man. Whatever you got going on in your personal life doesn't matter, man. Once the word aid, and that's why they get this. All right. This is Ephesians 4 and 22. I'm going. Let me see. It really goes in. But I just want to get the point straight to the point. This is Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22. It says that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Now the reason I wanted to bring that out is because in former times, before the Most High granted us this truth, granted certain of us this truth, we were living in lust, we were living in wickedness, man. And the point that I want to get to is, once you obey the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all that, once you yield to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, none of that matters anymore, man. All right, and that's what people in the world don't understand. They think they could do whatever they want to, however they want to, and that the Lord is still dealing with them. No, you have to obey. You have to yield, to give consent to stop doing the things that you're doing, and to hearken unto the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, or else you're gonna pay that price of disobedience, man. Which, going back to 1 Samuel, was that the 12th chapter and the 15th verse, which says the hand of the Lord is going to be against you. Now, the hand of the Lord is not going to be against the men that follow what he says, man. The book of Job, the 5th chapter tells you that. All right, the book of Isaiah tells you that. It says that his servants shall eat and ye shall hunger. We shall laugh, and ye shall mourn. All right? These are the men that, hey, matter of fact, I'm going to get this other precept here in the Apocrypha. All right? Salakia. All right, so this is the book of Second Ezra's, the second chapter, and the 42nd verse. And I'm going to read it through. It says, matter of fact, no, I'm going to get straight to the point. This is the book of Second Ezra 2 and 47, or 46. It says, then said I unto the angel, what young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? Okay, it was talking about Yahweh Shai. It says, so he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. All right, that obeyed his word, that did what he said to do, that didn't deviate. All right. That's what happens if you obey the word and the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And don't try to create your own thing, man. This ain't about you. This, hey, and that's the same thing. Through the spirit, I was telling Jake, as far as being a parent, man. When you're a parent, you can't make shit about you no more, man. Nothing is about you anymore, man. And that's what it's about when you encounter this truth. When Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai starts to deal with you, recognize that this ain't about you, man. You do seek your own salvation, of course. You do strive for the masteries. You do secure your you give diligence to make your calling and election sure, of course. But when it comes to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and what he wants done, it's not about you, man. All right? We're supposed to do what pleaseth the Most High. All right? It is, and a lot of people, they got too much pride to understand that, man. Okay? Let's see. So I'm going to leave it there. I just want to get that through the spirit, man, because this is something that we got to take into account too, man, to obey the will and the word and the commandment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. So with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, love, and salutation unto the hopeful elect. A sincere Habathum. With that being said, I want to say Shalom.